Okay, let's try to solve sample problem number 1. In connection with surfacing a new highway, a contractor has a choice of 2 sites on which to set up the asphalt mixing plant equipment. The contractor estimates that it will cost $2.75 per cubic yard mile to haul the asphalt paving material from the mixing plant to the job location. So basically, merong ginagawang highway na nangangailangan ng asphalt pavement. So ang setup, magtatayo ngayon sila ng planta kung saan mo hahaluin yung mga asphalt. Tapos, i-deliver siya doon sa pinaka-job location. So, itong site A and site B, ito yung dalawang pinagpipiliang site with their different costs. Now, to complete our question, ito pa yung kadugtong. The job requires 50,000 cubic yards of mixed asphalt paving material. It is estimated that 4 months, in which 17 weeks of 5 working days per week will be required for the job. Compare the 2 sites in terms of their fixed, variable, and total costs. Assume that the cost of the return trip is negligible, which is the better site. And then for the selected site, how many cubic yards of paving material does the contractor have to deliver before starting to make a profit if paid $12 per cubic yard delivered to the job location. So meron pa tayong hint dito. The contractor will begin to make a profit at the point where the total revenue equals the total cost as a function of the cubic yards of asphalt pavement mix delivered. So, balikan natin yung mga data na binigay. So, ang setup natin, meron dalawang site na pagpipilian si contractor kung saan niya set up yung planta, kung saan hahaluin yung asfalto. And then, di-deliver siya sa job location. So, required na 50,000 cubic yard yung ma-deliver. Now, doon sa unang part ng question, kailangan daw nating i-determine or i-compare yung mga fixed and variable cost ng dalawang site. So, yun muna yung unahin natin. So, dito sa binigay na table, meron ditong average hauling distance. So, magkaiba yung location ng site. So, yung site A mas malayo kumpara dun sa site B. Now, meron ding monthly rental of the site. So, magkaiba rin ang presyo. 2,000 si site A, 7,000 si site B. And the cost to set up and remove the equipment is 15K for site A and 50,000 for site B. And then, etong 2.75, yun yung binagit sa problem. So, per yard mile, ibig sabihin, kada isang cubic yard. So, si cubic yard kasi, that's the volume, no? So, naka-cube yung unit natin. So, it means na volume yan. So, kada 1 cubic yard per mile distance na pag-deliver, yun yung 2.75. So, parehas naman yan for site A and site B. Then, additionally, si site B will require flag person which costs 150 per day. So, dito, di ba tinatanong sa problem, ano daw yung variable and fixed cost ng dalawang site. So, under dito sa ating table, sulatan ko na lang, etong average hauling distance, hindi naman yan cost, no? It pertains to the distance kung saan mo i-haul. Pag sinabing haul, ito yung pagdadala mo mismo, no, asphalt mix papunta, or mula doon sa planta papunta doon sa job location. So, ang cost lang natin na nandito sa table is itong 4. Si monthly rental, this will fall under the fixed cost. So, FC na lang lagay natin dito. So, fixed cost siya kasi regardless kung gaano karami yung i-deliver mong asphalt mix, babayaran mo pa rin yung renta. Same with the cost to set up or remove the equipment. So, regardless kung gaano karami yung ma-deliver, na-set up mo na yung equipment. So, babayaran mo na to as fixed cost. Even before the, kumbaga, mag-start yung project ni contractor. So, ito yung mga pwede nating tawagin na startup cost. While etong si hauling expense, so, eto namang dalawang ito, will fall under the variable cost. So, variable cost siya, since eto, for example, kay hauling expense, so, yan kasi per cubic yard mile. Ibig sabihin, nakadepende yan gano'ng karami yung i-deliver mo. Kung mas marami yung dineliver mo, mas malaki din yung hauling expense. Kaya siya, variable nagva-vary. Same with the flag person. So, si flag person kasi, depende. gaano katagal maglalas yung project. Yung pinaka site A and site B. So, dito naman kay site A hindi na required. So, dito lang natin iintindihin kay site B yung flag person. Pero yun yung kabuuan, no? Yung monthly rental and cost of setup will fall under the fixed cost while the hauling expense and flag person is under kay variable cost. Now, hanap tayo ng pagsusulatan. So, mag-next slide na lang tayo. So, sulat ko muna dito for site A. So, I think block na lang ang gamitin ko. So, for site A, lista natin yung mga costs. So, first dyan, we have the rent. So, monthly rental. So, rent na lang lagay ko dito. So, rent, meron siyang $2,000 per month. So, that's $2,000 per month. And then, nabanggit sa problem, it will require 4 months. So, kada buwan, 2,000. So, babayaran mo, basically, that's 2,000 times 4 months. So, multiply na natin dito. So, times 4 months. So, under kay rent ni site A, this is in total $8,000. So, yun yung unang fixed cost natin. Next, we have the cost to set up. So, pwede natin ilagay cost of setup, cost to set up and remove. Sige, kompletuhin ko na lang for this one. So, ang cost to set up and remove for site A, that is $15,000. Masyadong malaki. So, hindi na naman natin ito i-multiply ng kung ano, no? So, ito naman na yung, kumbaga, total na cost to set up and remove. So, ito na yung dalawang fixed cost natin. So, other costs kay site A, we have the hauling expense. So, lagay ko na lang dito, hauling. So, based on sa project, it requires 50,000 cubic yards. So, ito yung kailangan na ma-deliver dun sa project. Ngayon, ang cost ng isang cubic yard mile, sabi sa problem, that's $2.75 per cubic yard mile. And then, ang distance naman mula sa isi-set up na planta papunta doon sa job location, balikan na lang natin nasa table. So, dito, that's 4 miles. So, let's total this one. So, that's 50,000 times 2.75 times 4 miles. So, in total, yung hauling lang will amount to $550,000. And then, flag person, FP na lang ang ilalagay ko. So, hindi naman nagre-require ng flag person si site A. So, 0 yun nandito. Now, these two will cover yung tinatawag nating variable cost. And then, let's total all of this. Yun na yung total cost. So, that's 8,000 plus 15,000 plus 550,000. So, we have a total cost na. So, total cost is equal to $573,000. So, ito na yung total cost for site A. Now, let's do the same for site B. Site B, next slide na lang natin. So, try kong ulitan dito para mapagkasya yung kadugtong na solution. So, rent, set up, hauling, and then flag person. So, balikan natin yung table. So, for rent, 7,000, 50,000, and then 150 per day. So, for rent, we have $7,000 per month times 4 months. So, in total, pagdating sa renta, so gagastos ka ng $28,000 kay site B, followed by the cost to set up. So, write-up cost naman ito, that's $50,000. Then, for the hauling expense, so same pa rin naman na 50,000 cubic yard. Ang pinagkaiba lang, kay site B kasi, mas malapit siya compared kay site A. So, that's 3 miles lang compared kay 4 miles na site A. So, kada cubic yard mile, that's $2.75. So, pasensya na lang doon sa mga aso namin dito. That's cubic yard mile times 3 miles. So, kung nalilito dito sa part na to, no? So, you can check the units naman magka-cancel yung mga yan. So, ang matitira lang is dollars. Which is, yun yung kailangan natin. That's 50,000 times 2.75 times 3. That's a total of $412,500. And then for the plug person, so that's $150 per day. And then ilang days ba? So sabi sa problem, basahin na lang natin. That's 17 weeks wherein kada isang linggo merong 5 working days. So that's basically 17 times 5. So yun yung bilang ng araw. So that's 17 weeks, tapos kada week merong 5 days. Sorry, this is minus dapat. Ay, multiply dapat. So it's 150 times 17 times 5. So this is 12,750. So ulitin natin, this is the fixed cost, while this to naman, ito yung variable cost natin. Then, total na lang natin. So, for the total cost ni site B, let's sum it up. 28,000 plus 50,000 plus 412,500 plus 12,750. So, site B will have a total cost of 503,250. Now, balikan natin yung ating cost kay site A, that's 573,000 naman. So, mas mura basically si site B. So, tinatanong naman sa problem, di ba? So, which is the better site? So, ang better site for this one, syempre yung mas economical. So, ang ating pipiliin ay si site B. So, choose site B. And then, follow-up question. So, for the selected site, how many cubic yards of paving material does the contractor have to deliver? So, by the way, no, yung unang part, sabi compare the fixed and variable. So, kinumpute naman natin, no? So, you can check yung mga computation natin. Basically, yun yung comparison din na tinatanong dito. So, for the selected site, how many cubic yards of paving material does the contractor have to deliver before starting to make profit? So, ang mangyayari dito, si contractor, kikita lang daw siya. Siyempre, kapag yung revenue niya will exceed yung pinuhunan. So basically, yung profit niya will come from $12 per cubic yard na madideliver niya. So ngayon, ang tinatanong dito, gaano karaming cubic yards ang kailangan niyang ma-deliver bago siya mag-start na kumita. So to answer that question, ano ba natin pwedeng isingit? So I think pwede naman na dito sa gilid. So to solve for the quantity or cubic yard na kailangan bago mag-start kumita, so ang pinaka susundan natin is yung pinaka-cool lang din sa ating problem na dapat yung total revenue is equal to the total cost. Now, this solution actually pertains also dun sa tinatawag nating break-even point. So, break-even, kumbaga, mababawi mo yung pinuhunan mo and dun ka mag-start kumita. So, that's another term, no, for this, kumbaga, tinatanong dito sa ating problem. So, dito kay total revenue, so, based sa problem natin, ang kada ma-deliver na cubic yard ni contractor is equal to $12. So, hindi pa natin alam gaano karami. So, let's say, let X is the cubic yard delivered. So, X na lang yung gagamitin ko, no? So, let X is the quantity or the cubic yard delivered dun sa ating site. So, kada cubic yard, that's $12. That's $12 times 6. So, yun yung total revenue niya. Now, equate natin ano ba yung mga cost. So, dito kay total cost, hindi siya katulad nung etong kinumpit natin na lahat ng yan, no? So, ito kasi, ito na yung kabuuan. That's the totality, yung summation ng lahat ng pwedeng cost ng ating pag-haul from site P, considering yung kabuuan na 50,000 cubic yard. Pero dito kasi, ang specific na tinatanong, gaano karaming cubic yard out of the total na 50 ang kailangan niya muna ma-deliver bago siya mag-start kumita. Which is yun yung nilet natin as X. Now, ngayon ang mangyayari, yung total revenue natin, nakadepende gaano karami yung X na to. So, mag-fall to under dun sa variable basically. So, itong fixed cost, sabi nga natin, as we define it, regardless kung gaano karami yung ma-deliver mo, babayaran at babayaran mo ito. So, to compute our total cost, lalagay mo na dito yung fixed cost agad, which is yung 28,000 na rent and then 50,000 na cost to set up. So, sulat ko dito. So, that's 28,000 for the rent plus 50,000 to set up and remove the equipment. Now, saka na lang natin idadagdag yung ating variable cost. So, for the variable cost, this is part lang siya nung 50,000 cubic yard. So, dito, ang variable cost natin, di ba, $2.75. So, that's 2 plus 2.75 times kung gaano karaming i-deliver mo, which is, that's the X, times 3 miles. So, that's our variable cost. Aside from this, idadagdag din natin yung flag person. Pero dito kasi yung flag person, nakadepende naman siya dun sa days, no? O kailan o ilang araw magtatrabaho yung person na yon. So, hindi siya nakadepende dun sa quantity ng cubic yard na ma-deliver. So, basically, pwede nating ilagay dito yung additional na 12,750. So, regardless kung gaano karami man yung ma-deliver, so babayaran mo pa rin yung 12,750 kasi yun yung total na pwede mong ibayad sa kabuuan ng project para dun sa flag person. Now, let's try to simplify this. So, medyo Nag 3 lines kasi yung solution natin. So that's 12x equal to, so sum na natin itong si 2850 and then si 1270. So 12750. That's 28,000 plus 50,000 plus 12,750. So that's 90,750 plus etong 2.75 times 3 times x. So that's 8.25x. So dito, ang tinatanong na lang is, what's the value of x? So this is algebra na lang guys, no? So pwedeng transpose nyo, lipat nyo yung 8.25. So magiging 12 minus 8.25. X is equal to 90,750. So, yung x, masasolve natin by dividing kung ano man itong nasa loob ng parentheses dito sa 90,750. So, x is equal to 90,750 divided by 12 minus 8.25. So, that's 24,200 cubic yard. So, ito na ngayon yung quantity na kailangan niya munang ma-deliver bago siya mag-start kumita. Ibig sabihin, kapag nakapag 25,000 na siya, cubic yard na deliver, basically, at that point, kumita na siya. Kumbaga, ito yung minimum quantity na dapat ma-deliver niya para mag-break even. So, that's the right term, no? To break even. And that is now our solution for our sample problem number 1.